Hello guys, Louis from Moonblocks here, and today I'm really excited to show you a new project called Launchmynft. This is a free, easy, accessible way for anyone to create their own NFT collection and get the word out there and start to make some real money, but also start to make some amazing NFT collections. Most of you will have heard of the word NFT by now. Some of you are in the NFT space already, but for those of you that don't know, an NFT collection is essentially cryptographic proof of ownership of digital items. So it's like a normal transaction, it's like buying a normal piece of art, only your signature is on the blockchain that you actually own that piece of art. So I want to go through this. I think this is an amazing site. I haven't seen anything like this before. It's unique and I'm really excited to go through it. Okay, so what you want to do is essentially sign in with one of your wallets. You can use Solana or you can use Ethereum or Polygon. So we'll see if this works. Let's just connect to Phantom. So I'll just sign in now. Connect. Okay, cool. And that's just going to load for us. So we'll let that load for a few seconds. And here we go. Easy as this. It's just going to let us in. The reason why I think this is so good is there's so many barriers to entry when you're creating an NFT collection. Which blockchain do you use? You're going to actually create this NFT collection. How are you going to generate all of this art? How are you going to format the metadata on the blockchain to actually rank your art as well? How are you going to make the rarity score? And how are you going to produce smart contracts? There's just so many questions and so many barriers to entry, like for creators such as myself, that it takes so long. It could take 5 to 10 weeks, even longer, months to generate your own collection. But in this site, with this site, you can actually generate a collection within 30 minutes for free. Okay, so when it comes to creating your NFT collection, what you want to make sure is that each NFT is going to be completely different. The way you're going to do this is by creating layers. So if we have a quick look at Bored Ape Yacht Club, one of the biggest NFTs on OpenSea right now, we can see that each of the apes looks different. They have different attributes and different traits. So some of them have different colored backgrounds, some of them have hats, some of them don't. But this is basically what's going to determine the rarity and the price of this piece of art. So if we click on one of these apes, we can actually scroll down and we can see the properties that this ape possesses. So we can see that 8% of these have a silver stud like an earring. We can see that 2% have a spinner hat. And then if we actually click on this trait in particular, we can see all of the other pieces of art within the collection that have a spinner hat. And then we can see the price based on this, based on that rarity. And that's kind of what we're going to do with our layers and how we're going to categorize. So if we head on back over to Launchmynft, we're going to generate a collection. You can call this whatever you like. So I'm going to call mine Smileys. And then you can come up with a symbol for it. I'm going to call mine Smile. And then you can also set a launch date. This can be whenever you want, when you want your minting to actually go live. I'm just going to do December the 30th for the purpose of this video. What you're going to do next is you're actually going to create your input folders. So this should look something a bit like this. You need to make sure that everything is labeled correctly. If it isn't, the program won't work. The website won't be able to generate your NFT collection. So within these folders, there's subfolders, but basically these are all layers that are actually going to make up the NFT. So if we click on mouth, for example, we can see that we have common, legendary, rare, and super rare. And within these, we have different assets. So this is actually how we're going to categorize the NFTs and create that rarity and actually differentiate in price. So once we're ready and once we've got this set up, we can just drag in our input images here. It will load pretty much instantly. You can set the number of NFTs you actually want to generate. So I'm going to do 100. You can call your base art name whatever you want. So I'm just going to call it Smiles. And then you can choose how much you want it to cost to actually mint your project. So I'm going to make this free just for the purpose of this video. Additionally, you can set the royalty percentage that you'll take on the secondary market, such as OpenSea. So 2.5% of any sale I'll actually get back, even after the launch. We also have the layers on the left-hand side. We're able to move these about depending on where we want them, and you can preview your NFT on the bottom right. We can also set the percentage of NFTs that are going to be rare, the percentage that are going to be super rare, that are going to be common, etc., etc. You need this to add up to 100%, otherwise the program won't work. I'm actually going to set 60% of them to common. We're going to set 5% to super rare. We'll set, 10% to rare, and we'll set 25 to legendary. So now we have our rarity percentages calculated. We can also add a description. So I'm just going to call this Smiles All the Way. And again, if you want to preview how they're going to look, you can just keep clicking this to get a rough idea of how the collection will turn out. Once you're happy with all of this, you can click Generate. This shouldn't take too long. Your computer will just automatically do this. Depending on your internet and computer speed, it may take a little longer, but just sit back, relax, and let the program do its thing. So once you've downloaded this, I need you to get the folder and I need you to extract it to output. This will allow you to have a folder such as this, which consists of metadata and the images. So once you're ready, you're going to head on over back to the website, and we're just going to simply drag and drop this folder into the collection generator. So I'm going to drag my output folder into the program, and we're going to let it just do its thing. It will upload the images and the metadata. Just sit back, relax, have a sip of tea, have a sip of coffee, whatever it is, and just chill. You don't have to do anything. It's the easiest process in the world. It's so fast, it's so easy. You're not coding, you're not worrying about all of this. You can just let it do its thing. So we're just going to enter our password so that Phantom can actually do this. We'll unlock our wallet, and we're just going to approve the transaction. So if we click approve, you can see that it's starting to launch our collection as it accepts the transaction. So we get a success page now. So we can now click view to actually check out our mint page. So once we click this, it's going to take us on over to our actual minting page. So once we're here as well, we're actually able to edit our mint page. So we can click this little icon here. We can add our socials. So if we want to add a Discord to build a community, you can also add a link to your Twitter. You can add cover images and banners, and you can actually change the description of your project. So we'll save this. I don't need to edit this for now, but you understand the idea. And we can actually mint one of these. So if we click this, we can now click approve. This will now load. We're just going to let it do its thing. And you can see that 1 out of 100 has sold. We now own this, and if we click on this, we can see that it's got a rarity rank of 54 out of 100. This is amazing that it automatically calculates how rare this NFT is out of the collection. We can see that it has 6 attributes, and we can actually scroll down to see these in greater detail. This is perfect. Usually you're going to have to do all of this yourself with coding, actually figure out the metadata, and it actually just created that smart contract for us. I didn't have to do a thing. So this is now live. I can send this out. Anyone can mint one of these, and we've had to do very, very little work. Just super simple, super easy. I'm just so impressed. I can't believe how straightforward this is. It's game changing. It's going to allow any creator, anyone who wants to get involved in the NFT space to now do so, but also do so quickly and easily. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I've been Louis. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or evening. Thank you.